everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be building a new roleplay house. I already know what your little fingers are typing in the comments. Reese's, you've already built a roleplay house 5 times this year. Guys, it's 2024.
My attention spans are wafer thin.
I get bored of every roleplay house I ever make.
Boring!
But today I have high hopes because I've actually planned it. Yes, true Reese is planning a video. The world is exploding. Now, because I'm planning for this house to be the biggest, bestest roleplay house you've ever seen in your entire life, I am actually going to split it into 2 parts. So part 1 today, we are going to be building and decorating the entire exterior. I'm talking house, front garden, back garden with a pool. And in part 2, I'm going to be decorating the entire interior. So if you want part 2, make sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments what I should add inside the house. So grab a snack, sit back and relax and enjoy the video. Just got attacked by a fly, but it's fine.
Child. Anyway, so
I began this build with a layout. It took a little bit of time to really work out what I had planned in my head. And this is what I have come up with for the layout. So it might look like a bowl of spaghetti bolognese to you. Everything just going in 1,000 different directions. But I'm going to talk you through what I've done here. So don't get me wrong. I haven't planned exactly every room. I'm not actually a genius. But I was thinking, as we walk in, I'm going to switch up. We're actually going to have an entryway and then another entryway. So it's sort of like, this is like the little hallway with the bathroom on the side. But then this is like the big grand foyer area. And notice how I've like tucked the stairs into this little crevice. I thought that was kind of smart, not gonna lie. As I'm talking through this, I'm gonna add the doors. I feel like that might be a smart idea. Through here is like a little hallway. That is going to lead us into a study room. And then this is actually gonna be a big laundry room. And I don't think I want you to be able to get into the lounge room from this little entryway. This is kind of like where you're gonna let those friends that you kind of low-key hate. Oh, you wanna use my toilet? Yeah, sure. But you're not going into the main house, darling. So yeah, this is gonna be the lounge room. This is going to be the dining room. And you probably guessed it already. This large room at the back is going to be the kitchen. As we head upstairs, let's place our floor in. I always make the bottom light stone grey. You guys always ask what my ceilings are. Is it just me who gets so triggered when you lay your floor and it turns into some sort of maths grid? I don't want to do maths. I want to build a roleplay house. Stop! Anyway, as for upstairs, this is going to be the landing. I thought the family bathroom could go here. This room here is going to be for the youngest kid, maybe a nursery or maybe a toddler. I haven't decided yet. This one is going to be for the middle child. The middle child always just gets so disrespected in houses, so they get in the smallest room.
Help! Help!
This is going to be the oldest kid, and this is going to be the parents. And you might be wondering, what's this bit? We're actually going to have this so grand, you're not even going to believe your eyes.
I cannot believe my eyes.
Basically, it's going to be like a foyer that separates the closet and the bathroom. I just thought that is iconic behavior. I have just made one mistake. I hate having the doors like right up in the corner, but I think we're just going to have to deal with it today. Maybe this could work as the bathroom. I mean, I don't know how we're going to fix this, but we'll work it out, okay? But now that we've got all of the doors and the layout sorted, it's now time to decorate the exterior because did you forget this is still a big blob? So the first thing that we're going to do on here is add the roofs. Now, I'm not going to be doing no copy and pasting, okay? I've promised myself this is going to be a good roof design today. So we're going to start with a pointy one and then another one just coming out of the side. And do you know what? I think that looks a little bit too thin. So I think we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. I mean, I don't want to kill any actual birds. It's just a saying. Do not report me to the RSPCA, please. But maybe we could extend this out, which would actually mean the bathroom can be, you know, a normal shape. And as I say, the reason I wanted to do that is because the roof just looks a little bit too thin. So we'll have it like that. But what might not be so obvious is that we're actually going to be having a porchway. Now, for the love of Lord, please. It's not sticking in. It's a miracle. I mean, it does look a little bit mushed up over here. Roofs are honestly the trickiest parts of BLOXBURG builds. And I just did similar for the rest of the roofs, really. Now, this is what it looks like from above, but most importantly, this is what it looks like from the front. So I'm kind of liking it. It's nice. No, it is different, actually. It's particularly unusual.
Different, it's unusual, it is.
And there's 2 pillars I think of when I think of porchway. I think of the square one, and I think of the raised tapestry. I think of this one, basically. So we're going to have that sort of looking like it's supporting this big, fat, chunky dada roof up. And then these ones are going to be going like every 2 blocks. And then the main attraction of this is going to be the arches. Now, I don't know which one to use, the big one or the small one. I'm thinking this big one's probably a bit better. And it looks like trash right now, but if we paint it all to be the same color, still looks like trash. But there we go. I don't think that looks too bad. It looks good for me. If you didn't know, by the way, I'm terrible at building. As for the textures, I love panels, but I also like to mix it up with light colors. So let me just fiddle around for a little bit. And fun fact, did you know you can search up colors? But say for example, I want dark stone gray. Look. It's highlighting it. Isn't that amazing? Anyway, what are we thinking of this color scheme? I kind of think it's wholesome. And I normally forget to color the backs and sides. So let's not forget that today. And that's also reminded me, I added this little extra bit here. I mean, I don't know what it's going to be yet, but I just had to do it because otherwise the roofs looked weird. But I actually think from like a 360, other than this little mischievous one, these roofs are actually looking amazing. And just to be a perfectionist, let's actually fix that roof glitching there. There we go. Now it all is actually perfect. Other than this, we're going to fix that in a minute. And if you're wondering where I got the inspiration for this garage and the porchway, it was from someone called Simon. Am I a contortionist? Why is my neck like that, you nosy cow? You're trying to listen into what I'm saying. So next up is going to be pillars and structural. My favorite and my least favorite part of builds. Basically, it's so tedious. It takes so actually long to make it look good. It's just like, is it even worth it? But today I'm actually quite lucky. I'm not going to need to add too many pillars, only 3, and then the rest is going to be structural items, which aren't too difficult to deal with, to be fair. And today I felt like going for a simpler design with my planks. I'm just going to be doing a simple 1 line through each. And with those simple touches in, we can now add the window. I spy with my little eyes. Small panel windows, actually. That's what I spy. No, we need to actually be smart with this. And somebody pointed out the other day, and I do not know how I missed this. Basically, if you did not know, factory windows are my favorite window in BLOXBURG. Somebody brought to my attention this, the industrial window. Is that not the factory one, just better? We're gonna be adding our new bestie, industrial windows. And what do you mean I can't place a window here? How is there not enough space? There is nothing but space here. If your ever walls are doing that, then exit build mode, re-enter, and Bob's your uncle. Everything is going to be fixed. But I also don't like repeating windows too much. So honestly, maybe the standard window. Can we place these like directly next to each other, please? Okay, the answer to that one is nope. Maybe we will have to use panel windows after all. I think that looks even enough. But let's add the rest of the windows and wall trims, etc. in. Although, pause, I actually forgot this here was meant to be a garage, but we kind of just like blocked it off. So maybe we'll have to like curve our porchway inwards. Oh no, I feel like that's ruined everything. That's ruined everything that actually has. Maybe we'll have to have the garage door over here. No! Okay, whatever happens, we're gonna have to cross this bridge when we get to it. For now, let's just paint everything.
20 minutes later.
And there we go. That is all of the windows in. Now, I have a question to ask you guys. You know with pillars, they look so amazing on the outside. For example, right here, it would look so good to connect these up. But they go ahead and they invade the inside, and it really gets annoying. Well, I've actually just had a little eureka moment. Eureka! Yes, my brain waves are flying today. I was thinking, why not make a custom pillar? We're actually going to base it off of this real one here. The exact height. The only difference is it's going to be flat. That way, we can push it right up against the wall, and it's not going to be poking in. Not too shabby at all. And the best part is it's fully copy and pasteable. And this might be the best side and back profile of a house I've ever done. If you guys want to build this for yourself, this is the downstairs floor plan. This is the upstairs floor plan. And of course, you've seen how I've decorated the exterior. So yeah, this is almost done now. It is now just time to do the outside. So I'm going to do my signature grass, which is a little bit outdated in 2024, but who cares? And if you hadn't worked out what I was doing yet, it is of course this iconic grass. I've also been really loving the grand hedge lately, mixed with the metal fence, but I'm actually going to switch up today and mix it with the tall wooden fence. And since this is a roleplay house after all, I think it also makes sense to actually like add a fence gate or something. But before we work out any of that, let's add in the porchway. Not exactly sure what we're going to be adding on here yet, but I'm sure we'll work it out sooner rather than later. And let's add a fence gate onto the porchway, and that way we can cover this up with a doorbell. Shall we use the FBI doorbell? This one literally is like the FBI is stalking you through the camera system. In fact, I don't even like that one. Let's use the apartment block. I don't know what we're going to do about the garage. It's kind of like a mystery. Maybe we should have it coming off this side. I was thinking that's just silly, but if I was a motivational speaker, I might say, sometimes the best ideas are the silliest ones. And we're going to use stepping stones, or should I say fake stepping stones. We're actually going to use carpets that are painted as stepping stones. Also, since we're probably going to have to hide these in a tree or something, we can actually also add the mailbox by this little setup here. As for the garden, lately, I've been obsessed with the simplicity of these field flowers. Basically, what you do is you go ahead and you color them all green, and then you just fill the floor like it's a swimming pool filled with water. I mean, it does take 1,000 million years. BLOXBURG, why are you trolling us? Why can we not resize these? And don't you just love this? It's so farmhouse. Oh, I just want to spring around in it.
Was a fairy.
And now we really are at the final touches. So rather than pots, actually, I'm going to use planters because I'm pretty sure, yeah, we have a really nice windowsill one. I mean, yeah, there we go. The only thing is about tulips, how long are their bodies? Like, why is there so much green in here? Okay, maybe we're just going to have to deal with the long body. Let's also put some up on these windows as well. And with a few final touches, there we have it. This is the front of Reese's Lodge. I absolutely love it. So I guess we should head to the back garden now. So this was part of the reason that I made the back look so symmetrical. Although part of me is realizing we do need to find a way for a back door to actually fit in here. Also, what I might do is add a back door coming out of what is going to be the laundry room in the next video. And I don't know how long I want the garden to be, but I think pretty long.
That's quite big.
We're going to make it 2,640 blocks long. And the reason I've left this side bit is because, once again, we're going to make sure to have lots of plants out here. But yes, we'll continue this pathway, as I said, coming out of the laundry room there. I also added these really aesthetic trash cans, which I guess we can add some more of in this back alley. And watch my money descend to the ground as I add these trees, guys. It is honestly crazy. But there we go. This looks amazing. So over on this area, I already know I want a raised platform. This is going to be like a sofa area or something, and we'll make it so it's got a step on it as well. And here we're going to go back to the ground floor and we're going to make it flat. Now, obviously, in a garden this big, we need a gigantic swimming pool. But I also want to have a tennis court, so we've got to be smart with how we play it. So I think this corner over here is perfect for a tennis court. And then I also thought we could have a basketball court. And y'all, if you're loving this video as much as I am, give it a thumbs up. If you thumbs this video up, I'll give you a cookie. I'll hand cook you a cookie and I'll give it to you. I mean, that's if I haven't already scoffed it myself. And I think out here we actually have enough space to make the stepping stones real stepping stones. I've missed you. These are such a simple way to add more detail to a build. And if you're wondering, Reese's, how are you suddenly being so detailed? You're normally not this detailed, sweetheart. Basically, you've just got to plan your build. Don't get me wrong, you don't have to map out everything, but just having a rough idea really does help. And personally, I love how that looks. It looks so in-depthly detailed. Now, I did want the pool to be a little bit larger, and I might as well just bite the bullet and use a deep pool, mightn't I? 48,000 grand! Oh my goodness. And you'd be surprised at just how outlining things can make it look so much better. And I want my pool to give old money vibes. I don't want it to give like that tacky friend. As for up here, I'm going to do a similar idea to what we're going to do on the front porchway. I almost forgot that we had this cute little area here, but it is, of course, going to involve the wicker sofas. So we've got an armchair there, but over here, we're going to be using the sectional ones. And again, decoration with pillows is so important. My advice is just adding as many as possible and adding at least 2 different types. Anyway, I'm just sort of rearranging them. And this way, we kind of have a 3 sofa, so we can actually make it like a proper living area. On this side, however, we're not going to be completely hopeless. We are going to add a little bar. And I love the new tiki bar stools. I know they're not really new. We've had about like 3 updates since then. So really all we've got left to do is the tennis court and the basketball court. Now, as for the basketball court, this is going to be easy because we have basketball items in BLOXBURG. And we may as well use the most expensive hoops. Do you know what I mean? We obviously can't use this. That is going to be far too massive. We can use it to like see how big it needs to go. So like a line, a circle, and a few ovals. There we go. That is a very, very simple basketball court. As for the tennis courts, we do not have tennis courts in BLOXBURG. I'm pretty sure I actually used to build them with this. And to finish it up, let's add some cute little benches. But there we have it, guys. That is the exterior of my new roleplay home. Shall we go and take a closer look? Okay, chickens. Of course, this house is not quite ready to move in yet because, you know, it's literally a dark dungeon inside. But as for the value, it's already worth 371,000. So if you want this entire exterior, front to back, then it's going to set you back about 300 grand. If you're driving or walking past on the street, I like how you can only really see the top over the fence. Feels very, very private. The first thing we have over here is the driveway, and we can actually get through this way into the front garden. And I don't know about you, but this feels absolutely magical. I know it sounds cringe, but it's just too cute, you guys, yeah? Obviously, we have these stepping stones which are meant to walk on, but nothing's really gonna happen if we stamp on this grass, is it? This portrait is honestly my best portrait I've ever done on the channel. I think you guys can all agree on that. It's just something so simple as adding archways can add so much to a build. But yeah, this exterior is amazing. And once again, thanks to the inspiration from that other guy. Now, there is actually no way to get to the back garden from here. You actually have to go through the house, which, wow, this is terrifying, and then through the laundry room. Of course, we can get through the kitchen as well, but we've not done that yet. And as we walk through this, it is like heaven on a plate. Not even my castle's gardens are amazing as this. And even the house from above, I think I did a good job at making the roofs look natural. Please do let me know any recommendations in the comments for anything else I could do to fix the back. But we, of course, have our deep swimming pool. We have our our little kitchen out here again. This was just a start. I'm probably going to add more things out here when we do the actual kitchen inside, which I'm so excited for the next episode. Over here is the tennis court, and please, Bloxburg, add tennis rackets. And finally, we have a basketball court. Can I do a hoop, though? Can I do a hoop? Go! Hopefully, you guys did enjoy part 1. Remember to like and subscribe if you want part 2, and I'll see you all in the next one.